for it's always for the good reason.
Yeah,
And
man, I hate to be cliche, but when the door closes, another opens, and
yeah,
but you don't really know what the door previous was about until you walk through the other door.
that's right.
You have to kind of walk through the door, the new door, before, to see what the old door was about.
Exactly.
You can't tell what's going on behind you until you walk forward. You can't sit there. You can't walk backwards and look backwards. It's kind of a strange thing. You go through one door and it closes. You have to go through the other door before you can know what's going on behind you.
Yep.
You
And
can't sit there.
you never really know either.
No, you don't really know anyhow. So I guess but we tend to look back. I mean, I guess you can just not look at. I guess you can not look at all.
Yeah. I
Just
mean
walk through the doors. Pick your doors and walk through them.
that's right.
Find the room with all the doors, and then just pick one.
And just pick one.
One of
Like
those, one of those things about the impersonal life was the tone is more of a heroic tone. You know what I mean? It's more of almost like a get out there and be a hero.
yeah,
The tone is more of empower, and not that more. I shouldn't say more. I'm not saying more than the course per se, but just more in life. Be a hero in your own life, so to speak.
that's right. Yeah.
It's sort of like a more of I remember when I was younger, I had I was taking a cast instructor was holding a class to help you learn how to be better in the business. And she had us write an essay from a point of view on your bio, who you are, but from a point of view. So in other words, I wrote my bio from the point of view of me being a hero.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is when my bio, but the bio was heroically.
Right.
You realize that what you do is you're always seeing your past from a point of view anyhow.
Right. And it's all a story that you're making up about yourself,
Exactly, and
about
the
what you're
way
seeing.
so exactly. So what I did was I saw all the challenges of my life suddenly as me overcoming, as me being a hero.
Right.
And then with that and redemption, she read it. She said, "Wow, this whole thing was about redemption. It was excellent, and it was fun. It was so my life that way to see your life as a series of challenges to be overcome and to learn from, and to win. In a game like fashion, where the stakes are just what they are,
Right.
just to win. It's not like you're winning anything in particular. You're just winning as well. It's like winning a board game. It's like winning Monopoly.
Right. Which to me, I don't even understand the point of winning because it's the playing the game that's the fun
Exactly,
part.
exactly.
And
Yeah, it's,
winning
it's
is
like,
not a goal for me.
it's like when you watch Star Trek and they play poker for chips.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that,
is over in
yeah,
no
it's
more.
like it's a yay. We at that time doing dinner once a week. We always
Yeah.
play a game at dinner. We always play a game at family dinner,
Yep,
and
exactly.
it's always fun to yay, I won. Oh, you won last week. All right, you have to start. It's always kind of fun to play games like that. But
What game are you playing?
we play a game called it was I know I forget the name of it. I forget the name of it. I'm sorry, I can't remember names.
That's okay.
You have to put one thing on top of the other with numbers, and if you get 10 of them, and the first person to get 10 of them wins.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
then
don't know.
my wife and I are a team, and we win sometimes. It's fun though. It's fun. It's fun. And who cares if you win or lose?
Right, because it's just fun.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly. It's a
yeah.
darn game. It's a little game we play. But when you win, you go, yay!
Hey, Wayne, could you put a song on or something? My cats are fighting out back. I need to go see what's going on.
Okay. Okay.
You wouldn't mind
Absolutely.
putting a song
Absolutely.
on for me real quick,
Sure.
and I'll be right
Absolutely.
back.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Okay. Yeah, I'll play this one. Start with this one. Here's one. Monday morning, just get your juices flowing. Oh, wait a minute. You don't hear anything there. All right, just hold on. I have to share my sound before I can play a song. Um, So give me about 8 seconds. There we go. Now I can play a song. And here's a good one. This is by Finding Favor. This will Get Down. It's kind of a rocking song, but it's a good. Listen to the words. Words are good.
Looks like the end of the line. Too late, you run out of time. Your take is empty and you're far from home. You've got nowhere you can run. Plan B is already burned. The fight you're facing is impossible. So what do you do when there's nothing left for you to do? Get down when you got no answers. Get down when there is no way. Get down when you're holding hopeless. Get down on your knees and pray. Get down on the highest mountain. Get down when the good times stay. Get down 'cause it wants to hear you. Get down on your knees and pray. Your life was over and done, but now your miracles come, and all your tears have turned to dancing. So sing your praise to the one where comeback stories come from. He is the king of second chances. So what do you do when it does it all to you? You get down when you got no answers. Get down when there is no way. Get down when you're holding hopeless. Get down on your knees and pray. Get down on the highest mountain. Get down when the good times stay. Get down 'cause it wants to hear you. Get down on your knees and pray. When you're holding hopeless, get down on your knees and pray. Get down on the highest mountain. Get down when the good times stay. Get down 'cause it wants to hear you. Get down on your knees and pray.
Get down on your knees and pray.
That's a good song.
And it's a rocket song. It's get down on your knees and pray. My favorite line is get down when you're holy Moses. Get down on your knees and pray. It's a good expression. When you feel like you're holy Moses, so it's a good way of saying it. Arrogant and self-righteous. You think you're holy Moses. Just take commandments in your hand. Hey, you. So how you doing? How you doing? How's everything?
Just catching my breath
Yeah, how
from
the
my
cats?
other
Okay.
cat. Uh, we have a neighbor cat,
Oh,
and uh, he's a pill. That's all I can say.
oh, really?
Maurice, his name is.
Maurice? This is a
Yeah.
problem right there. This is a problem right there.
And he comes over and gets into it with these other cats that live here. And so,
It's
yeah, you know.
cat fighting. That's a terrible sound.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like
It's
oh.
awful.
I mean, really, you're dog fighting. It's like cat
But
fighting. So what do you do? You, I think you take her and put her in the house or something.
oh, they're fine.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah. No, they're just what is that?
Hmm.
They're just jerks. I don't know how to explain it. All right.
Anyway, yeah, they're animals. We don't do. The cats.
All right. So here we are. We're reading The Impersonal Life by Joseph Benner. And so we've been hearing the voice from out of space and time speaking
That's
to
right.
us
That's
about
right.
our reality and what we are and the purpose of us being here and why we're doing the things that we're doing.
I think
And
the biggest problem, not problem, biggest paradox. And the course, the way I figure it is the difference between how the course says that we made the world, that God didn't make the world, and he's this clearly says that he's with us, making everything with us here. And
Yeah,
the only way I've ever made sense of that is that the course does say that the Spirit and Jesus are sent into the place with us to be here with us, and that's how God is with us.
right. Yeah, and it's God having the experience. So it's not,
Yes.
something outside of God having an experience. It is
Well,
God
yeah,
having the
absolutely.
through us, expressing through us and having an experience through us.
Right.
So yeah,
Right. Yeah, absolutely. But about some of the actual theology of the course, if you look at it through the basic theology and the cosmology of the course, the specifics are he sent in Jesus. In other words, for the Father aspect of the Trinity in the course is sort of like an essence, and the
yeah,
Son and the Son and the Holy and the Spirit would be what we can connect with.
right.
As Jesus said, I am the atonement.
Yes, exactly.
So we can connect with the atonement. Once we become one with Jesus and what He's one, then we're one with everything and everyone here, and then we become one with the essence.
That's it. And but we already are one with the essence.
Oh yeah, of course.
We
I
just
mean,
don't recognize it.
it's
So
absolutely.
so
I've got
that's why he's pointing out you may not recognize it, but this is this is all the doing of one mind.
yes,
Even the world that we think was made to run away from God, that was part of the one mind too.
yes,
It's all
yes.
part of the one mind.
Yes, and he just seems to be focusing on that fact more than the
Yes.
course does, which focuses on the other way, on the other end of the spectrum, more than than this book does. That's right. I would say that he focuses more in this book on the one mind aspect of it. I mean, more so than I should say that the course focuses more on the split between level one and two.
Right. Right,
You
and
know,
explaining why the split and what's going on,
exactly,
how to do the
exactly,
split.
exactly,
Now
exactly.
this guy is just straight to it. Nope.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Because
know,
the course is really more of a study on level two than if you think about it. This is the course
very
really
much so.
is. It's a study of level two and how and what it is and what it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that you can be at peace here.
But here, I mean, in the impersonal life, he's pretty much clearing that up that and that's true non-duality. Real non-duality is there's no level 1 and level 2 at all.
No, it's level one.
There's only level 1,
Right,
and all
right.
the rest of this is
It's right erased.
imaginary stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what makes the course so unique. But it's non-duality and it's not non-duality at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like it's duality until finished. It's gonna be non-duality. It's almost like it's more of a monism.
From the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I guess probably drove people crazy because people didn't take to it like they have to the course. And the course is like, yeah, that explains everything. Well, that's all fine and good, but not really because it's full of crap as well. I'm not saying that I don't love the course, and the course hasn't, got filled with, incredible truths also. But, really, um, I mean, there are people who think, I'm not going to wake up from this dream because I need to go through this phase and that phase and this phase and that phase, and there's all these different um, sort of steps and ladders and things like that in A Course in Miracles. And this here is just like direct up. Hey,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No,
there's
no,
no
there's
steps,
no,
no
no,
ladders.
no
You just are
process
there.
at all. There's no process. There's no
Yeah,
process needed. I mean, we're
yeah,
already done. It's already done. Jesus came. He lived this that he was alive to tell us that the body's not necessary. The body's temporary. The body is not important. He proves it by getting rid of it, basically, having it disappear. Yeah, and then no one really understood that. Now today, don't understand that either, really.
No,
And I'm including myself in that. I mean, I understand it intellectually, but still, I have a body, and I have the body's beliefs. They're all in me, and very often I listen to the body's beliefs,
right,
and I walk around in the body's beliefs, but very often more so than before when I was younger, more so I don't.
right.
And I move towards that, I move towards that, I move towards that. And again, while I'm here, I have less of that because I'm in the gym. This is like the gym. This is like the spiritual gym here.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
that, yeah, that, yeah,
we're,
that makes sense.
we're talking right now, and we're gym, and I'm in the gym with you, and it's spiritual, and it's great, and I'm working out, and I feel all spiritual and great. But I got to keep it up out there where all the hot dogs are, and where all the bad food is, where all the cheesecake is. I got to make sure I keep it up. Do you know what I mean? So
Oh,
that's
I
the
do.
that's
Hot pockets and cheesecake, my
exactly. So that's the problem. So I got to make sure out of here it's easy. Not easy, it's easy for me. I love talking about this. I can lift the heavy weights in here,
yeah, yeah,
and then no one sells hot dogs in here.
exactly.
So, so, so
Exactly. And it's really interesting, Wayne. It just came to me a couple days ago. I read somebody posted, one of my friends, a little scenario or thought on Facebook, and they were saying, you talk to a person who's, a spiritual master, or has some kind of a spiritual, point of view in their teaching and whatever. And you say, are you afraid to die? And, they're going to say, oh, no, I know that death is just another room you go into, blah, 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 taking off a tight shoe, all the different things that people say about
right.
death. And then you say, okay, well, what if your child dies? And they're
Yeah,
like, oh, that's so sad. I don't know what I would do. I'd never recover from my child dying. Well, okay, so we're watching a movie, and in the movie, we think we're the character in the screen.
right.
And if the character in the screen dies, we don't go into tremendous grief.
No,
I mean, we may because we appreciate the character and we love their whatever. Or if their children die, it doesn't take us into any sort of devastation. But here in the world, um, we can't, we take it personally. We think it belongs to us. And so we do get upset about our children dying or our pets dying. I mean, I don't care how spiritual you are, what a great teacher you are, whatever. When your dog dies or your cat dies, it makes you cry.
yeah. Well, I cried. It's just, I cried very often. I get teary eyed during certain movies, certain TV shows.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, come on, they're made to do that, and the set up that that's what the music is for. It's what the cameras are for
right,
to make you weep.
right.
And
And what has really happened?
nothing. I mean, and the point, and the thing is, we live vicariously through that, and we set that up for that purpose of making us feel that way.
Yeah,
That's why it's there. We're paying money to feel that way, and lots of money. If you think about it, not just to see it that day, but the entire entertainment industry costs millions of dollars to put together. So we're
yeah,
setting, and the same thing we're doing in this life. We're setting up an entire life to entertain ourselves with.
that's it. That's it.
Or we can keep the life here to hurt ourselves with. Those are our two choices.
Yeah. And
You want
but the reality of it is it's not me and nothing is really happening. And
exactly.
actually when I saw that, when I realized that, I realized that this thing that I think is me and my life, um, I don't care what happens to it. I mean,
Oh yeah, well
you
yeah.
have to prove me wrong, but I bet you when people die, when when someone is dead, they're not sitting around going, "Oh, I feel so sad for my children that I miss." They're going on to their next life or going to heaven or wherever the hell, but they're not hanging around here being like they see that there's a bigger picture to things.
I think so. I think so. I think they move on. I think they come into contact with the more important things.
Yeah,
I mean, assuming that they're moving on to the next to that's what they want. It comes down to the person's desire. But if they want what they want, then we want to. I mean, I'm moving into closer to that. I'm realizing that it's the spirit within that you wanted to know.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what happens. And then you begin to be able to experience anything with joy.
Exactly.
And anything can give you pleasure, and anything can give you joy. And that doesn't really matter what happens. And then real power comes from me, the ability to experience anything. And the willingness to be able to, then I think Paul says in the Bible, he learned to be content in any situation he was in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the key. With any
That's
situation
right.
that you're in, to be happy and content and to be able to experience it, no matter how overwhelming it may appear to most, or overwhelming the situation is trying to be against you, to work it out so hey, any a tidal wave. You throw me to the belly of the whale, and I'll be, oh, I'm in the belly of the whale, yay,
Yeah, this is interesting.
yeah, hey, this is nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the key. And then suddenly nothing can get you down. There's no such thing
Yeah.
as no such
That's
thing.
right. Because you're happy in every situation because you're truly happy because you recognize that nothing is going on.
Exactly.
And that's why, the whole idea of being in joy, and we've been talking about this idea of joy. What is being in joy? It's being in a state where nothing is hurting you. Nothing is
And
making you afraid. Nothing's worrying you. You're just in a natural state, like a newborn baby. Like,
absolutely. Well,
yeah,
I wanted to talk about this on Thursday, but I can bring it up now. It's sort of I was listening to somebody talk about this indirectly, and I thought about how it's where we live. We live in a certain place, and then we speak from that place. I have a house here, I have a home here, and then when I go outside and do things, I still have this home, and I live in this home all the time. I come out with an energy that I have a home. I have my home, I have my family, I have my shelter, I have shelter, I have my dogs, and I have a nice house. I have a house, and this is always here. And I come from this place, my power, everything I have, well, not everything, but this is it's a power base for me. I live from this place. I live here. And then I go out into the world and do a thing. Same thing with truth and reality and love. We live there. It's our home. It's who we are. It's what we are about. It's our home base, our home base. And we go out into the world, and we deal with sickness, and we deal with anxieties, and we deal with miseries and sufferings. But we don't live there. We live in no sickness. We live in health. We live in calmness. We live in peace. That's our home. And we live there. We can't get where we live. It's our house. It's our home. And you can't touch it. You can't hurt it. It's
yeah,
invulnerable. It's perfect. It's indestructible. And once you realize that, that's where I live. So
that's where I live. That's right.
exactly. So where I live and out here. All right, I don't live here. I don't, but I can be here because I have all this power from where I live.
Yeah. And wherever you are, you're at home.
Exactly where I am is I carry with me the power of having a home. Now, if I choose not to have a home, then I am homeless. Then I have no home. I have no power from home.
Yeah.
I'm power. If I'm powerlessness because I have no home. I'm homeless. I'm houseless, and I have the power of a wanderer. And
Yeah.
I'm not there's some romance to that. I know, but you want that. You want that. You don't live anywhere.
Yes.
You want to be able to have that place where and the fact is you do live somewhere, and once you're offered that information, offered that knowledge of where you truly live, it's almost like that's the transformation in consciousness. That's the miracle, because then you discover what's really there, which is the reality of your home. There's a lot of people we're all in our home. Actually, we're all actually in truth. We're in that reality. It's where we are. And people that actually think they're homeless are not really homeless.
Yeah.
But for all intents and purposes, they are. Until we discover we're all we're at home, We're not.
That's right.
We're not, because we might as well not be
Or
at home.
our experience is that. So
Exactly, exactly. I
that doesn't mean
mean,
our reality is that. It's just our
no,
experience is
we're,
that.
it's a dream at night. We're experiencing what's not happening.
Yeah. Like being in the theater watching that movie.
Exactly.
Or when I was a kid, I'd be reading books. I'd read books and I had a whole world in my head. New,
Yes,
yeah,
vicarious, vicarious.
yeah,
It's,
just
it's,
like
it's,
this. This is my
yes, exactly. But anything, but the thing is, it's 3D. That's why we're fooled. Anything massively 3D like this, we think it's real.
yeah,
So we're fooled by this. I mean, if it was two-dimensional, we'd be like, oh yeah, it's a movie.
yeah.
It's
Uh,
three-dimensional, so we're screwed. Anyway,
that's
and
pretty fun.
we should read something here now.
All right. I think we'll start with I speak with many voices. And I've
Okay.
kind of was reading along this as we were talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is exactly right. Do you want to
Oh, all right, I guess I speak with many voices, with the voice of all human emotions, passions, and desires. I speak with nature's voice, with the voice of experience, even with the voice of human knowledge. That's nice. Yes, these are all my voice, which I use impersonally to express to you the one fact that I am in all, that I am all. What this voice says in its thousand ways is that you too are part of this all, that I am in you, waiting for your recognition of me and your conscious cooperation in the expression of my idea of impersonal perfection on earth, even as it is expressed in heaven. I always like the idea that we're not in the universe, we're not in nature, we're part of nature.
Yeah. We're all the same thing.
Yeah. Nature takes care of itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then don't worry about if you're part of nature. There's no part of nature that should be freaking out. And in a certain sense, humanity is the only part of nature that's panicking.
Yeah. The rest of nature knows
Yeah,
not the future.
yeah, it does what it's supposed to do. And maybe we're supposed to panic. I don't know, maybe we're
Well, it's an
doing,
experience. It's an
yeah,
experience of,
maybe we're doing exactly what's natural.
yeah, yeah,
Nature says this is the part of me that panics,
yeah.
and this is the part of me that's calm. Maybe that's the sole purpose of being human,
Yes.
to experience panic.
So that the divine can have that experience.
If oh yeah, panicking. Wouldn't that be nice? You find that out with heaven.
Yeah.
Well, oh man, are you serious? We were meant to panic? Great.
Because why else would we?
I
And
guess
what
you're
else would be the purpose of it?
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that's why I have that I did that thing called mental breakdown.
Uh-huh.
That's why I said that we all had a mental breakdown to get here. We had to have a mental breakdown in order in order to get from where we were to get here. We had to have a mental breakdown. We had to give away all of our intelligence, give away all of our power, and emotionally unstable, and find ourselves here in this world. So that's what we did.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to a giant ball of chaos. But it's okay. But I mean, it's natural.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what we did on purpose because it was
Yeah.
the exact opposite of where we came from. You know?
Yeah. How else would we know that? How else would we know that that there would be something opposite or some other experience unless we
Yeah.
had the experience?
Yeah. And of course, we dipped into fear and guilt, and now it's like, oh no. Oh man, I wish we hadn't done this, but that's part of the fear and guilt. So it's kind of a strange thing. It's like we knew beforehand that we weren't going to be happy and want to get out. It's like we knew beforehand, but so the only thing I can take comfort in is that no, I would never have created a game for myself that I would lose. I learned that, you live in the city with those con men, play those card games, and
Hmm.
find, it's sort of like that. You don't create a game that you're gonna lose. And so there's no way I would ever create a universe for myself where I was gonna lose. And God being all and all is not gonna create a game that would actually hurt him. And in the end, God is supreme. God is everywhere and everything. Even if you read this, he's even into the extent that the illusion is an illusion and the illusion is there. He is there also.
Because how could he not be?
Exactly. So the extent that the illusion is there. I mean, the nature of an illusion is that it's not there, but the illusion is also there because otherwise we wouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah. How would we perceive it?
Yeah. So what's not there is talked about. So that's one of those things where we experience the illusion that's not there. And it's a paradox. It's a paradox which is a conflict that makes sense. It's a conflict that actually can sit peacefully next to each other. It's a paradox. It's like, yes, that it's a conflict that fits like a puzzle.
Yeah, and in fact, it fits perfectly, and there's no seam. It
Exactly.
just fits perfectly
And
because it's seamless. So,
exactly. You think it should be a conflict, but it's not.
yeah.
All right. All right. So where are we? Where are we?
Okay, then you will also, let's see. Oh, wait,
Uh,
no, when this recognition comes.
all right. When this recognition comes, and then only are you ready to meet and know the real master. Then and then only will you realize that I, your own impersonal self, can be and am the only possible master of your human personality. Then also will you understand why your personal separate consciousness you can never recognize or know a real master should you meet him in a physical body. That not until you are able to enter into your Christ consciousness, my consciousness within you and within him, he would not exist to you other than perhaps as a kind of helpful friend or teacher. So that's what I'm saying. That until you connect with the person or with the real person, get past the constructed self, the small self, you're gonna get very little from that person, except perhaps a little bit of help here and there. That's that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, because you'll recognize that we're both Christ consciousness. We're all
Right.
Christ consciousness. And once we recognize that, and that's just been our like recent lessons too, is I let me see in myself what's in this brother, or let this brother uh, be, show me what I am. All these different thoughts that we have from A Course in Miracles are basically telling us that whoever the brother is, whether it's Wayne or Elon Musk or or Doug Fishman or Lynn Johnson or whoever it is, they're the Christ. And that, unless you see the Christ in them, you're going to see them as something entirely different. But once you start seeing the Christ in them, like he says here, um, that not until you are able to enter into your Christ consciousness, my consciousness within you and within him, he would not exist to you other than perhaps as a kind, helpful friend or teacher. This here he's talking about this teacher, a master. But when it comes right down to it, once you start seeing what everybody is for reals, you'll know that all those people are your teachers and your
Right.
helpers.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. You realize that the true master is within all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So the person is your teacher.
yeah,
And
nowhere
you
where
and you can learn from that person whether or not that person sees it or not.
that's right.
That person might not make the connection with the higher self, with his or your higher self. But if you make the connection for him, or even despite him or her, then you're making the connection for you. You can connect to the higher self, and you can learn from that person.
That's it.
And then
That's it.
perhaps the higher consciousness that you move into will enable you to make the choice for him also and move that person up. Up meaning just move the person to a deeper place. Help that person at least by I mean, it's funny. It's not so much helping that person behave or become a better person. It's just moving from helping that person discover his own immortality as opposed to staying in his own mortality. You know what I mean?
Yep, I
Yeah.
do.
Because most people think in terms of enlightenment means now I can behave better. Now I'm more moral. Now I'm more holy. And then they get themselves in trouble because they put all these standards on themselves so they see all the stuff that they can do. But really, all it is that they're moving from dead to alive.
That's
That
it.
so that they're alive to all the possibilities of love, all the possibilities to care and to enjoy the universe, to enjoy life that they didn't have before. So then just every little thing is fun and enjoy and wonderful. And no matter what happens at all, everything's just fantastic. So you're alive suddenly. And behavior comes from that, whatever behavior it is. You can't focus on a certain standards. You've been changed now, and that sticks around forever. Once you move into a higher level, you don't move back down.
Yeah, that I believe is true.
You don't
For
want to. It's not like you
yeah,
can't. You don't want to move back down. Why would you want to?
you
You know,
can't
you
see things that way
no,
anymore.
exactly. It's like moving back down to my 4-year-old self.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen that way. Once you're older, you're older. Although with me, it's different. I thought I was 50. I don't know if I told you this, but I thought I was 58 this whole past year.
Uh-huh.
I was 50. I was 50. I thought I was 50. I thought I was 57 this whole past year. Then I was
Oh,
56.
oh
So
my.
I told everyone I was 58. The whole year I told everyone I was turning 58. And then I told my wife I'm turning 58. No, you're not. What do you mean? You're turning 57 this year. Really? So I feel like I have a whole new year. I feel like
You're
I
getting
was,
younger by the minute.
yeah.
I
It
love
was
it.
like I had was a Groundhog Year.
Yeah.
A Groundhog Year.
Oh, you get
So
a do-over. A
exactly
complete do-over.
that's what it feels like.
I love it.
I don't remember the year well enough to actually make it like Groundhog Day, but I remember parts of it. So I'll feel like a do over. It's gonna be fun. But
That's
really, I felt like for a little while, I was like, wow, I feel young. I feel like it's a good birthday for that reason. I mean, but still, I say 57, it feels weird. I feel like I didn't really I didn't get older this birthday. But really, for a whole year, I mean, it's basically most of the year, I was telling everyone I'm 57 now.
yeah. Wow.
I'm
Yeah, I wish
only,
that happened to me, but
yeah, everyone
no,
says
I'm for
that.
sure. I'm gonna be 72 next month.
7 and 1, huh?
I'm 71 now. Yeah.
Just tell people you're 70. Just telling people now.
Oh yeah, seven these are my good year. This is a 9 year. So 2025, if you add all those up, add up to 9.
That's a good number.
And then I'm gonna be 7 plus 2, 9.
Nine.
So that's gonna be like my lucky year.
Nine
My
nine. You ever
nine
watch that?
nine.
You ever watch that show?
Yeah.
Brooklyn 99.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, that was a great
Oh
show.
my gosh, I
Nine
love
nine.
oh, I love that show. Yep. All right.
Yeah. Do you want to read now?
Oh, sure. Okay. All right. Let's see, where were we? Okay, so when you have attained to that consciousness, then only will you be worthy and qualified to know and commune with your brothers in the great brotherhood of the Spirit. Those who have mastered self and who live only to help their younger brothers also find the divine one within. If a being should come into your life who seemed to you divine and who let you think or call him master, he is not yet wholly impersonal. Such a one might be a master man, but he would not be the divine one your soul yearns to serve.
I tell you, if anyone comes into my life and says he's divine, I get concerned.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah.
I
I am the divine master.
mean,
Yay.
really, really. Where's the door, man?
I know. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. So perhaps you would be satisfied to have such a one for a master, even if he were not wholly impersonal. And I think we do. We'll go to anybody to be a friggin' master,
Yeah,
no matter what kind of ridiculous stuff they say.
if it helps, we'll do it.
Yeah.
If we
If
think it helps.
so,
Yeah.
then I would hereafter bring you to a realization of his personal imperfections by a constant comparison with my impersonal perfection until you would finally turn to me in complete, can hardly wait to see what he says, in complete abandon, acknowledging me and my impersonality as the only model and ideal, and as the true cause which inspired your long search without for my perfection that could be found only within, hidden deep within your own soul.
It is. You get rid of everything and everyone. Get rid of everything and get rid of everyone, and you're left with whatever's left, which is totally impersonal because there's nothing there.
Yeah,
There's nothing there but nothingness. I mean,
right.
what appears to be nothingness is something.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how, how magical the person is or how you love to sit and listen to them talk or that you love to read their books or being in their personality makes you feel warm and loved, whatever. It doesn't matter because what he's going to do here is point out over and over and over how that person that you're looking at is not making the grade
Exactly. Well, you
and
know
doesn't
what,
meet the impersonal being.
and when you know what's the key to salvation? Of course, divorce.
You're doing it
Realizing
to yourself.
exactly, and when realizing that you're literally doing it to yourself. That you're the one, man. That if you change your mind, what the person was doing, the person would do something else. It's your dream.
That's right.
So I always say to myself, well, what am I doing? I'm listening to a dream person tell me this. I'm dreaming this person up, and he has info that's my info.
Yeah,
It's in my mind. It's my info. He's a dream figure in my dream, giving me info that I'm pretending not to have. So I can create a story that it's my mind producing a story that I don't have this info. That's the movie. Wayne doesn't have info that he wants. What's the info? Well, here's the info. I'm gonna give it to him. I have all the info I need. And that's what he seems to be saying. Well, eventually you'll find out that all the wisdom that you think you don't have, you have within me. You don't need to go to dream figures any more than you need to go to dream doctors or dream therapists. You can go to the real ones within, to the real one within.
so yeah.
No,
I mean, there's not much you can say after that.
no, I mean that's it. I'm just saying, that's it. Yeah, Christ, the Christ in love. That's next. Should we go
Yeah.
on or there's up there?
Uh,
We have 13 minutes.
why don't we stop there and pick up
Uh,
again next week on
okay,
the
the
top
Christ
of
in
this
love.
chapter?
Yeah, this is we're getting near the end here. What was it? So the Lord Jesus Christ it comes up in the next one. Then that means we're going near the end. Um, but yeah, this is part 16, section 16. Yes, we're getting near the end, I
Yeah.
believe. So, how much is that? How much is?
Let's
It's
see.
halfway. This is halfway done only.
Yeah, that's what. Well, you know what? I'm not sure because it might be. Here, I'm just gonna scooch through here. Uh,
Yeah.
it might be that there's no. I was thinking maybe it might start the next book or something. Oh, this seems to go
Oh,
quite a ways.
oh, is the next book in here?
I'm thinking, but maybe not. Uh,
That's
because it looks to me, let me move this up here. Can I move this up? Find this thing here. Find out what's here. Yeah, I think there's some stories in here. I'm not sure. There's some stuff other than,
Oh, yeah, that's the top. It says right there, 5 books. The Impersonal Life, The Way Out, The Way Beyond.
yeah.
It's up top. See where it says that?
Yeah, yeah, so that's what this is.
Oh, that's why it's so
Ah,
much. It has all of them in there. It has like
yeah,
five and 5 books to inside. There's 5 of them.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. The teacher and it has that one there also has a lot of them. That's why I was saying we're getting to the end, and I
yeah,
looked down.
so
This
the
is
way out,
50%.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
So
way out.
there's
Yeah.
quite a bit,
Okay.
yeah, of the next part, but
Yeah. Well, yeah. But
we'll
the
find my
next
bookmark.
cool. So we have if we do all of them, we have a lot to go. Yeah. The next
Yeah,
one I know starts out. It's more focused on positive thinking. I know that.
yeah. I know I put a bookmark here somewhere. There we go. Here
Yeah,
we are.
yeah.
Okay.
I remember
And we'll just start again next.
16 if it was.
Yeah. Okay, very good.
All righty, so this is good stuff again. It's a nice workout, as you can say, as we say.
Exactly. Heavy lifting.
Yeah, it's heavy lifting and no fun, no junk food. And
Yeah.
thanks very much. Mr. Murray's everywhere. This is Impersonal Life with Lynn Johnson and myself. And I'll be tomorrow with Anxiety to Love with Ozzy and Thursday. And I wanted to continue on. I'll probably take some stuff out of the text and the lesson. Continue on the idea of where we live and how that relates to our functioning in the world.
I love that.
Yeah, so this way
Yeah.
we're always there. We carry it with us.
Yeah.
The energy of that
Like a
living.
turtle.
Yeah, exactly.
We're the turtles.
We're the turtles. We're always carrying with us
Our home on
the
our back.
exactly. All right, so gents and ladies, thanks very much, and Lynn, thanks so much. It's always a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Wayne. I love you.
You
Happy
too.
birthday
Take
again.
care. Thanks,
And
thanks.
I'm
Bye.
glad you're getting younger.
I mean, absolutely, it's excellent. This is the my first annual 57th birthday party.
That's hilarious. All right. I
Okay,
love you,
take care
brother.
now.